What is up, guys? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I configure Supabase locally to use different OAuth. So if you haven't already noticed, when setting up Supabase locally, the default OAuth is GitHub. And that's not always going to be the case. So what happens if we want to use other providers like Google, Discord, or X, or any other OAuth that Supabase has? Well, that's exactly what we're going to be going through in this video. Lucky for both you and me, this is really easy to do, so let's get into it. Boom! So here I have the project that we were looking at last week, where we deployed our Next.js project to the web using Vercel. If you haven't checked that video out, please go check that out. If not, you can easily follow along. I'm already assuming that you have a Supabase project locally. So in order to be able to configure different OAuth, it's really simple. You just go into your Supabase folder, go to config.toml file. I don't know how you pronounce it, but whatever. I'm gonna call it toml. You can call me out if you want. All we're gonna have to do is go down and find the auth external GitHub kind of section. And as you can see, there's a really nice comment here. Use external auth providers. And this is kind of the template you want to be using. All you have to do is just copy this. You're just gonna paste it. And instead of GitHub, we're just gonna rename it to, for example, Google. We're basically gonna change all the GitHub naming to Google. And this will allow us to then go back to our environment files and define these environment variables specifically for Google Auth. And that's exactly what we're going to do. But before that, in this file, there are also other settings that you might be interested in, like, for example, enable signups, enable email confirmation, things like that. You can even customize your email template here. I'll definitely be creating a separate video where I show you how to basically test your email confirmation locally as well. And that's really simple too. Yeah, basically all your Supabase settings is contained within this config.toml file. So feel free to navigate around. There's also documentation on what settings you can set in this file. So yeah, feel free to go there. I'll definitely have a link to that down below in the description. So if you remember, all our Supabase settings will be in our .env file. All we have to do here is we're just gonna copy and paste this, and then we're gonna replace everything that says GitHub in these 3 lines and replace it with Google. We can leave the redirect URL, but we'll need to get the client ID and the client secret from Google. And if you haven't watched the video that I went through setting up Google Auth, please go check that out because this is going to be super helpful. I'm going to speed through this really quickly though, just for you. All right, navigate to your Google Cloud Console. Make sure you're in the project you want. You're going to go to credentials, create credentials. You want to go with OAuth. Client ID, application type, web, I'm gonna call it test. I'm gonna add authorized redirect URL, and that's going to be this guy over here. Paste it in, and we're just gonna create. And then all we have to do is now the client ID, paste it into the client ID, and then the client secret, into the client secret field. Oh crap, come on. That's kind of it for setting up Google Auth. Now all we have to do is make sure our Next.js project actually supports it. So here in my Next.js project, I have GitHub. I'm going to change it to Google, and I'm going to need this to be changed to Google as well. There. Oh, one thing that I forgot to do. You need to restart your Supabase container whenever you change anything in the config.toml file. This is very important. Please keep that in mind. I'm just going to go ahead and restart my Supabase once again. Stop. And then restart it. And then after we have restart our Supabase project, we can go ahead and run our Next.js project. And that should be it, really, unless we come against some weird error that I am not expecting to be talking about in this tutorial. Gosh, please don't. Okay, run dev. And let's go to the website. Cool. Just gonna sign out, and then we're gonna sign in Google. Don't mind the logo. So here we go. We're able to sign in with Google. Is it gonna? Yep, it signed in correctly. Got everything. This works. And that's kind of it for this tutorial. Hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below if something wasn't clear. But anyway, stay positive, keep on learning, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.